not looking in front of me, always looking back, blinded by the contentment that was constantly picking up the slack. Every day was like the other day, going to and fro. Where would I go tomorrow? I'd never know. Just keeping busy, never expecting too much, looking but not seeing, limping with a crutch. Then everything changed. Something happened to me. I fell and couldn't get up. That was a sight to see. Giggling, laughing, and smiling all the time. This pain is overwhelming. I'm sure it's not mine. I know it was meant for someone else, not me. Couldn't be. I'll enjoy the ride while it's here, but I'll still have some fear. Fell. Nice fall. All right. And the other one I have is keeping in lieu of the love theme. It's a poem I wrote for my mother. Kind of inspired the new hairdo too, for those that kind of whacked all my hair off, but it's entitled Still There. Until then, she was there, hearing every word, crying through every sorrow, laughing through every joy, feeling every pain. And now, she's still there, hearing every word, crying through every sorrow, laughing with every joy, feeling every pain within my soul.
Give it up for Beverly. That's her first time.
My debut.
This is her debut.
And watch the moon slide up in a raven-colored sky. Slowly the sand became metallic. Nickels hung from the Joshua tree. Waterfalls cascaded over the dune tops, the grand mirage of the moon. And you slipped a delicate moonbeam onto my trembling finger.
Romantic enough?
Let's see if I can remember all of them. How many am I allowed to do?
Oh, you can do this next one, and then you said you had a couple, right? You had a few.
That's why I want to know, because technically I've got 4 and I want to know how many.
Okay, do 2, and then you can do 2 later.
Okay. Called At the Shelter. We had a black-eyed Susan sort of marriage. You know, all sunny yellow on the outside, but black at the heart. Our friends saw the outside and envied us. But the seed came from the house. And the good book says which part the Lord looks on. He says I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Charlene Cook, and once a month, first Friday of the month, they have an open mic night, mostly music and a little bit of poetry, out to Borders Books. And that's where I hang out usually. I'm one of the fill-in people that does poetry out there. And so the stuff you're hearing tonight, they've all heard umpteen times. But I thought, well, this group hasn't. So, this one, believe it or not, according to the book I got there, I wrote this when I was 15 years old. It's called The Palace of Love. 8 years ago, when happiness and hope and sorrow all were mine, I owned what really must have been the grandest castle on the Rhine. It was not made of dazzling quartz, but just of granite, dull and gray, but such fine granite as a man could never hope to find today. I never saw the silvery Rhine that all the classic poets found. My river was a muddy stream, but its gray banks were hallowed ground. I did not live secluded there. The world just welcomed in to see whatever splendors pleased its eyes, and have a glass of wine with me. I have some servants there, of course, since in a castle there should be at least a few. But I, myself, could find no use for more than 3. They polished all my earthen jugs. Their ways were light, their hands were deft. But this was all 8 years ago. And now, there's just 1 servant left. That was it. That was simple. Oh, and now for something considerably more conventional about love. Called On Our Silver Anniversary. Thank you for walks to seashores in the rain, through fields of partly ripened grain. We picked the daisies on our way, and she's taken me off the hand, while the coast our 40 spot and stayed too late. And thanks a lot. Thank you for tickets to a show at 3, high in the second balcony. We sat and chatted straightway through the first show and the second too, and never figured out the plot we'd come to watch. And thanks a lot. Thank you for tanning orgies at the sea that never quite agreed with me. You basted in the broiling sun and came home looking brown and done, while lobster red was all I got. But I survived, and thanks a lot. Thank you for diets that you thrust on me, which made no change that I could see. For popcorn at a baseball game, and asking me to change my name. For other things which I forgot. I love you, dear. And thanks a lot. And other than stuff that has nothing to do with the theme, I'm afraid that's it.
Well, like Kendall said, this is my first time. I didn't know open mic, so I didn't bring a poem, but I have a song. And I heard him playing the guitar so beautifully. She said he knows gospel jazz. So I thought about falling in love with Jesus. That's one of the best love songs I know. So I sing a little bit of it.
Falling in love.
in his arms. I feel protected, and there is no place I'd rather